Okay. So now what I'm going to do, simply earlier we have attached the Windows OS, right? Earlier we have attached the Windows OS, right, in the storage. In the same way, this time I'll attach the SQL ISO image, guys. Okay. Go to the settings of this machine. Go to the settings of this machine. Go to the storage. Select this Windows. Okay. So now we'll removing the OS CD and we are keeping the SQL Server CD. Just virtually we are doing that one. Select this OS CD, go to this option, choose virtual optical disk file, in which folder you have downloaded your softwares or you just stored your softwares, go to that location and then select your particular software, guys. I want to attach 2017, right? You can attach 2017 and click OK. Once you attached, if you go to the server, if you see this PC, it will be attached as a D drive, guys. It will be attached as a D drive, SQL setup x64. Earlier in the D drive we have operating system. Now this operating system was replaced with your SQL Server software, guys. Okay, so this is the another way of attaching, but this can be done in the practice only. Why? Because this interface you cannot control in the organization. Okay, in the organization, what is the way of copying the software? We'll have a shared path, guys. We'll have a shared path like this. I'll tell you what can be the shared path. It will be like this, guys. Okay, so the shared path will be double backslash. Okay, server name dot domain.com. For example, let me check like this. Okay, the server name is soft. Let me give one proper name. Okay, imagine if the server is in the Accenture. Okay, the shared location might be server name dot accenture.com. Okay, backslash. Okay, SQL softwares. It will be like this, guys. The shared location will be like this. Okay, the shared location like this. I'm saying like this. Okay, it's not exactly like this, but the shared location always prefixed with double backslash server name dot domain name.com, and this is the softwares. Okay, in this software, in this folder, there might be a one more folder of SQL 2017 in this path. Okay, so ask them, ask your colleagues, they will give you the shared location. Okay, once you got the shared location from your colleagues, go to the server. Okay, go to that particular server, open run, paste it in the path, the run, and hit enter, guys. If the path exists, the folder will be opened, guys. If path not exist, you will get error like this. Windows cannot access this path. Okay, so once the path is accessible, then you can copy the software directly from that particular folder, guys. You can copy and you can paste it in your server. Okay, any of the drive. Is it clear, guys, how to copy the software in the organization? Is it clear? Anyone having any issue? Will use only shared paths to copy the softwares or scripts, anything in the organization to copy the softwares. Why? Because in the organization, the server doesn't have any internet connection. In the organization, Windows servers doesn't have any internet connection to download directly. Okay, so this is the only way of copying the software. So we'll simply take the shared location from the colleagues and we'll go to that server, we'll open run and we'll copy paste the particular shared location and hit enter. If path is accessible and if the path is existed, the one folder will be opened, guys. There you can see your software and you can directly copy paste the software from that shared location to your Windows server, guys. Is it clear? Anyone facing any troubles here, please let me know.
Hi sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes, tell me.
This server which is having the shared path, this server could be separate server, right, sir?
Yes. This
Because
server
all
is a
servers
separate
are
server.
all
Yes, correct.
server connecting to this path.
Yes,
Mean,
correct.
so that time it's separate server maybe.
This can be separate, guys. In the organization, you might have only one shared server. In this server, only all people are storing their softwares, Oracle team, SQL team, MySQL team, any other teams also. Everyone is storing the softwares in this location only. Okay, might be there might be a chance. So you have your separate path. This is your path. By using this path, you can copy paste the softwares. Oracle team has their own path. Like that, they will have their own shortcuts or else like network paths and all, guys. Okay, this is a separate server. This is completely separate server.
Okay. Whenever you join in organization, automatically
Yes,
our
they
account
will.
will be added to the
Your
particular
not
path.
account. You see, not account. See, your account will be added to the Active Directory. I'll tell you there is a separate structure. Okay, so whenever you are placed in an organization, they will give you separate credentials. By using those credentials, you can access the servers.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys, any questions here? Please let me know how to copy the software in the organization. Is it clear? You have to get, sir, how do I know this path? Ask your colleagues. Why? Because we don't know. Okay, so guys, in my home, I know where is the kitchen. I know where are the items in my kitchen. If I come to your home, okay, if you ask me, okay, to cook something, all right, I have to ask you where the product is. I don't know, right? I was habituated to my kitchen. I was habituated to my home. So I can easily get the things. But in your home, I don't know where it is. I have to ask you. So people will hesitate, sir, can I ask this question? Otherwise, they will doubt on me. They will get doubt on me. You have to ask, guys. If you don't ask, how we can came to know? We cannot imagine, right? This is the server name. This is the shared path. We cannot imagine. Don't do the mistakes. No issues. These are the internal things you can ask. You cannot ask how to take the backups. You cannot ask how to install the SQL server. Technical things you cannot ask. But in process things you can happily ask the particular colleagues, guys. No need to hesitate and all. Happily ask them. They will provide you the path, what path they are using and all, and you can use that path, guys. Okay, is it clear? Any doubts in copying the software in the organization, guys? This is how we'll copy the software in the organization. Chalo, let's open. This is my SQL setup file. Let's open this SQL setup file. Same, you can see same setup file. Right click, run as administrator. Right. Okay. So this is your installation center. Go to the installation page. New SQL Server standalone installation or add features to the existing installation. Okay. First option you have to choose. Right. So same process. How I am doing in my Oracle VM. You have to follow the same process on your Azure VM also, guys. Same process. If you want, I'll install again in the Azure VM, but I don't explain all the options on the Azure VM. Okay, the same options you can see, same software, only the place is different. That's it. Okay, so this is your setup file. I am going to install developer edition, guys. Next, I accept the license terms. This is common for every software. Next. Now it is going for some checks. You can see all these checks, guys. See here how many checks are there. See here. Before, and very important thing, guys, before installing the SQL server and after installation of the SQL server, you have to restart the computer, guys. You have to restart the computer. Always it's very good exercise. Before installing SQL server, after installing SQL server, you have to restart it. Nothing to worry, guys. Why? Because the server is not yet ready. Once the server is ready, then only we'll connect to this server to the application. Until the server is live, we can call it as a live. Okay, until the server is live, you can restart the servers as many times as you want. Okay, whenever there is a need.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, small doubt, sir. Sorry. In organization, when you are going to install this software, means that particular service is not at all live, sir.
Yes, correct.
Simple. Yeah. Okay,
correct. Okay. So in case there is very rare chances already existing server, you have to install SQL server. Is it clear, guys? If it is a fresh server, it is not yet live. Sometimes the server is live. Okay, the Windows server is live. There is one SQL server. Okay, so in the same Windows machine, customer is asking us to install one more SQL server. In such situation, you have to take the proper approvals. Okay, if there is no SQL server at all, this is a fresh box, then you can restart as many times as you want whenever there is a need. Okay, so before installation, you have to restart, guys. You can see the check here, restart computer. Why? Because Windows team will apply a lot of things and all. Sometimes they will forget to restart. So in such case, if restart computer is failed, you cannot proceed, guys. I told you, right? If any of this check is failed, you cannot proceed. If you see here, .NET Framework 2.0, 3.5, Service Pack 1, If you don't install this .NET framework before installing the SQL Server, this check will be failed, guys. What is the solution? You have to install .NET framework. Again, you have to rerun the checks. Then again, you can see the checks will be passed successfully, guys. So if even one check is failed, you cannot proceed, guys. Either it should be passed or warning is fine. Okay, guys. All these checks are passed or warning is also fine. But even one check is also failed, you cannot proceed for the installation. And guys, it is showing restart computer check is failed. What is the troubleshooting step now? Restart computer is failed, guys. This check is failed. This third check is failed. How you are going to troubleshoot this issue now?
Restart.
That's it. We'll simply restart the computer. We'll see, not your laptop. Okay, your Windows server. Okay, right? So restart the computer, guys. So
Sir,
right, yes, tell me.
Sir, are we going to practice by using developer editions? No?
Yes, correct. Developer editions only we are going to use throughout our practice, throughout our course.
Okay, sir.
Okay, again, there is no difference in developer and enterprise edition. All the options, all the features you can see in the developer edition. Okay. Yes, Ankam, tell me.
Sir, restart computer means once you done our installation, then only we are going for restart computer, right?
See, this is new server for us, but on this server, Windows team did lot of activities, right?
Yes,
Agree. They install lot of softwares. When you install some softwares, it needs a restart, right? So if restart is pending from their side, it will show as pending from our side also. Always the best suggestion is before installing, for a smooth installation, always before installation, restart your Windows server. Okay. So forget about it, whether it will be failed or succeeded. The best option is before installing SQL Server, restart your Windows server. That is the best and smooth installation. Okay. Right.
Sir,
go to next, guys.
I have a doubt, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, if the server is not in live, so before installing, is there any errors while installing the SQL Server and restart problem? We don't get any approvals before restarting.
No, that's correct. See, if the server is not live, there is no need of any approvals. You can happily restart as many times as you want.
Okay, sir.
Okay. If the server is live, you have to take the approvals, guys. So server, I'm installing SQL Server. So installation of SQL Server is a downtime activity. Can you please approve your particular window? They will tell us when we have to install. Can you let me know when I can complete this activity? In the email, we have to request them. They will let us know, okay, Sunday you can go for installation, or Saturday evening you can go for installation, or Friday evening after business hours you can go for installation. Then during business hours, you can install the SQL Server, but you have to take the approvals for that. Okay. If any SQL Server is already installed, guys, if it is a fresh box, no need to take any approvals. You can happily restart it. Next, it is going to install some basic supported files, guys. Now it is installing some setup files. Once the setup is completed, then it will go to that particular next screen again. Right. Again, it will go for some checks. You can see these are the checks. Okay. Let me go to next, and 3 are passed. 1 is warning. So no issues. I can proceed. Next. Yes, guys. So here, this is very important. Earlier we have discussed, right? Anyone remember what are the components of the SQL Server?
Database engine,
bits.
Bits
collection of SSIS, SSRS,
reporting services.
Yes, correct. Okay. So guys, this is main component, guys. Database engine. Without database engine, there is no use of installing SQL Server. That is the brain of the SQL Server. That is the heart of the SQL Server. Okay, so that is very important. Database engine is very important. So you have to choose this option. I want to install all these components, guys. Okay, whatever components I want to install, you can select here. Don't install all. Don't select all. If you select all, it will be installed all. We don't use it, guys. Every service is chargeable. If I don't use SSAS, then I'm going to be chargeable, guys. Okay, so don't install all the components. Just I'll tell you some components. Select those components only. Database engine is main component. Without database engine, there is no SQL Server. SQL Server replication is one important feature in the SQL Server. So you have to install SQL Server replication also. Okay, full text is also an important feature to search your data and all. So this is also one more important feature. Choose this also. Okay. In case customer is asking analysis services, choose the analysis services. Customer is asking integration services, choose the integration services. Customer is asking reporting services. From 2017 onwards, reporting services are separated from your SSMS. Earlier, you can see the reporting services in this window only. From 2017 onwards, they separated the reporting services. So you can see here, looking for reporting services, question mark, download it from web. If I click this option, you will get reporting services. Or if you want to install reporting services, again, you have to download the reporting services and you have to copy the reporting services to the server. Then you can proceed for the installation of reporting services, guys. Okay. So any questions, any doubts, please?
Sir, there are the one question.
Yes.
Sir, if you are Microsoft updated before the previous screen and unchecked the Microsoft updated, what are the use of this unchecked?
See, usually there is no use of that option clearly. Why? Because when it will work, if you have internet to the server. In the organization, you don't get internet. Agree? In the organization, the servers don't have internet. So that Microsoft updates, okay, if your server is having any like internet connection, it will check the latest update on this SQL Server 2017 software. If any update is there, along with your SQL Server installation, the update also will be applied on the installation.
Okay.
Okay, but in our case, forget about it. Why? Because in the organization, we don't have any internet to the servers. So that option will be like skipped, guys.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Right. So these are the specific features, guys. If you see here, actually, you can see this is one section. This is one section. This is one section. Two sections are there here. Okay. One is instance features. You can call it as a specific features. Okay. This part is called specific feature, and you can see shared features also. See here, which was highlighted. These are all shared features, guys. Okay. Remember, guys. Remember just listen carefully. Okay. So specific features will select these three specific features to install the new SQL Server, database engine, SQL Server replication, full text. For every instance, I want to install one more SQL Server, sir. Is it possible? Guys, is it possible?
Yes, sir.
Can I install one more SQL Server in the same Windows machine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can install multiple instances.
If yes, how many instances I can install?
59.
50, sir. 50.
50 total, one is default and 49 remaining name instance.
Very good, guys. Very good. Okay.
Yes.
So I can
Yes.
install 50 SQL Server softwares in one Windows server. In this 192.168.1.12, I can install 50 SQL Server softwares, guys. Sir, do we need to install 50? No. Hardly will install one, or usually will install one SQL Server copy. If any need is there, we'll install 2 SQL servers, or very hardly, okay, 3 SQL servers will be installed. Mostly only one SQL server will be installed per machine. If there is a chance, they will install second instance also. If there is a requirement, they will go for third instance also. Hardly 3 instances you can see, but mostly one instance per machine you can see, guys. Next time I want to install one more SQL server, I have to again choose database engine, replication, full text for that second server. Imagine I want to install a SQL server for Amazon, guys. For Amazon, I have to choose these features. Next time I want to install for Flipkart. For again Flipkart, I have to choose the same options, guys. Means you are installing one more copy. You are installing second copy. These are the specific features you have to choose if you are installing multiple SQL Server instances. Is it clear? Is this point clear, everyone, please?
Yes, sir. For every instance, we install the instance features.
Correct. Okay, instance feature. For every new installation, we have to choose this instance features. These are the specific features, guys. Chalo, let's go down. So how many of you like experienced the PGs and all? PG, hostel. How many of you experienced PG?
Yes,
Raise
sir.
your hand. Most of you
I
guys
have
experienced PG, right? PG, hostel and all, right? Or at least a
Yeah.
single room, shared room at least, right?
Yes.
So these are the shared features, guys. I'll give you the PG, same PG example for every batch. So you are staying in a PG. Okay. So can you tell me, guys, what is your specific things in the PG? What are your shared things in the PG? What are your specific things in the PG?
TV and washing machine, there are the shareable.
Right, correct. Okay, specific things. Your laptop can be specific, right? It cannot be
Laptop,
shared. Your mobile phone is specific, it cannot be shared. Yes, correct. Okay, your clothes are specific. They cannot be shared until and unless if you like the other person. Okay, right, agree? So specific things are with you. Shared things, guys. So in the same way, the other person also having his own laptop, other person also having his own smartphone, other person also having his own clothes and all. Agree? Right? Those are the specific features, guys. How many persons are there? That many specific things will be there. Let's go to the shared feature. Washing machine is a shared feature. You can find only one washing machine per floor or per the whole hostel or PG. Fridge is a specific thing. Okay, it's a shareable item. Fridge is a shareable item. Washing machine is a shareable item. Okay, so you can find only one. Agree? Per PG, you can find only one fridge or one washing machine. Agree, guys?
Yes, sir.
So once you deployed that fridge and washing machine and the TV, now again, if any new person comes, you don't buy any new fridge, new TV, new washing machine. Agree? That person also has to use the same shared features. So shared features will install only once, guys. Okay, next time if you are installing one more SQL server, there is no need to install shared features. Agree?
Okay.
Is it clear, guys? Shared features are shareable between the multiple instances. So you will install only once. You don't install multiple copies. In these shared features, by default, will install client tools connectivity, client tools backward compatibility, client tools SDK, SQL client connectivity SDK, guys. These are the 4 shared features, okay, that you have to install only for the first time. Next time, if you want to install, you cannot install these are all shared features. It will be already selected, guys. You cannot install next time again. Only for the first time you'll install. Is it clear, guys? Please let me know if you are having any confusion here. Shared features, specific features.
Sir, what about specific features, sir, for next installation? Is it
Again, you have
mandatory
to again you have to select these 3 for the next installation.
Okay, for only shared features,
Only for
right? You're saying
only shared features will be installed for the first time. Next time onwards, you can install only
no
specific
need to.
features. No need to choose
Okay.
shared features. By default, it will be
Okay.
there. Okay, that's
Okay.
what. If any
Okay.
new person come to the PG, again the PG owner don't buy the new TV, new laptop, new washing machine and new fridge, right? He has to use the existing one only. So if you install one more SQL server, next time you have to choose only these 3 specific features. No need to choose the shared features second time. Agree, guys? Any issues, any doubts, please? Guys, please. I need response
Yes,
from
yeah.
everyone. SQL
Yeah.
server installation is very important. Is it clear,
Agree.
everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, done. Okay, so let me proceed next. These are the shared features I have to choose, guys. Let me go to next. Can anyone tell me what will be the next screen? What will be the next screen? Can anyone tell me?
Sir, what is instance root directory?
Future rules.
Yes. Sorry, I'll tell you what is instance root directory and all. Once installation is done, I'll tell you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Right.
So
So
installation is in C drive only, sir.
we can change it, sir.
Not
We can change it. Okay, we can change it. So some basic files, of course, if you install any software, the binaries will be installed in the C drive, right? Usually,
Yes,
forget
sir.
about SQL Server. In the C drive program files, it will create one folder with the software name, and it is going to install all the binaries. Okay, remaining
Okay.
data and all you can use other drives also. But in our case, we have only C drive to use, so everything we are going to deploy in C drive only. Okay,
Okay, sir.
agree?
In organization, sir,
The
we
organization will
server.
have separate drives. I'll tell you. Okay, in the organization will have separate drives for data files, separate drives for log files, separate drives for temp.db files, separate drive for backup files. Guys, if you don't understand, no issues. I'll explain again later. Okay. Later means not installation. This part, whatever drive structure part, I will explain later. We have an Active Directory setup. there will set up multiple drives. Then I'll show you how to install SQL Server in the multiple drives, guys. Okay, is it clear?
The default root directory is C drive only.
C drive, correct.
Install.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
That is C drive only.
Okay. Thank you.
That also you can change it if you want. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So next screen you can see here, guys. Next screen, what is the next screen? How many screens left? You can see here. Which one is highlighted? This is the current screen. Next screen is server configuration. Next is database engine configuration. So like this you can see, guys. Now we are at a instance configuration screen. Okay, you can see two terminologies here. One is default instance, second one is named instance. So what is the difference between default and named, guys? Can anyone tell me?
But default
Default
instance
means
only one
the
set.
Only one time.
Named instances can install
can give
up to
49
49 times.
Computer name.
Very good, guys. I'm very happy. Okay, with this batch, I'm very happy. Guys, we have two types of instances. Two types of instances, guys. One is default instance.
Other one is named instance.
Very good, excellent. Named instance. Okay. So there is no difference between these two, guys. Both are same only. Okay. Both are same functionality wise. Whatever features are there in the default, same features are there in the named instance also. Both are same only. The difference is only while connecting. Only while connecting. For default instance, will connect in a separate way. For named instance, you have to connect in a separate way, guys. That is the only difference between these two instances. Default instance, by default, it will take the computer name, guys. Computer name. By default, it will take the computer name, whatever your computer name is. How to check the computer name, guys? Can anyone tell me?
System info.
Yes, very good.
I
I can use
CMD
system information.
type host name.
MSTS.
Okay, I can type system information. There I can see your server name. Okay, system information. Or else you can use your command. Okay, CMD. Right, this is the system information screen. So this is your system name, guys. If you see here system name, this is my system name. Okay, agree? Right. What is the other way, guys? Open command prompt, type host name. Don't give any spaces, just type host name. Okay, this is also your system name. Win96KOGUEJGI3. This is my server name, guys. So if I install default instance, can anyone tell me what is the default instance name?
MS SQL, sir.
MS SQL Server.
While connecting, can I give MS SQL Server?
No, sir.
No,
It
sir.
will take the computer name by default.
What is the computer name now? Tell me.
Windows
96.
9.
Win 96.
That's fine. Yeah, it was. Fortunately, it was disconnected. Let's reconnect, guys. Okay, done. Okay, so Win96 KOGUE, right, guys? Do you know how to copy from command prompt? How many of you know how to copy from command prompt, guys? Okay,
Just select
so
that one.
Right click.
right click, mark,
Down arrow.
right click. Sometimes if you select, it won't be selected, guys. See here, I'm just trying to select, it is not selecting. Right click, mark, whatever you want to copy, select it, hit enter, guys. Hit enter. Your right click and all won't work. Just hit enter. Okay, now you can paste it here. This is how we have to copy paste, guys. Just 1 minute, I'll be back, please. Okay, done. Okay. So that is how we have to copy paste the things from command prompt, guys. Let me go to the server again, right? So the only difference is default instance will take computer name. Okay. When you install SQL Server default instance, you don't need to provide any separate name. SQL Server also will have a one name, guys. Okay, how we are having names, how Windows Server will have a name, SQL Server also will have a name. Okay, so when you install default instance, by default it will take the computer name. No need to provide any new name. But when you go for, sir, I don't want computer name, I want to go for a separate name. Choose named instance, give whatever name you want. I want to give batch 42. Guys, is it mandatory that I have to install default instance or named instance for the first time? Is it mandatory?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, it's not mandatory. If you want, you can go for named instance. If you want, you can go for default instance. It's not mandatory that first you have to install default instance, nothing like that. Okay, so let's go with the default instance. Simply, if you give named instance, guys, whatever name you want, you can give the name here in the named instance. And named instance, you cannot give, okay, there are some rules. You cannot give more than 16 character, guys. See here, I am typing it. Okay, still it is not taking the name. So up to 15 characters only it will take. And you cannot start your instance name with numbers. You cannot start your instance name with numbers. Up to 15 characters you can give the name. Cannot start the instance name with numbers. Okay, only alphabets you can start it. You can give numbers also, but you cannot give like this. 2017 SQL Server you cannot give. Why? Because it was started with numbers. Okay, you cannot give. You can give SQL Server 2017. Okay, why? Because it has to start with the alphabets only, not with the numbers. No special characters are allowed, only dollar and underscore. These two special characters are allowed in the instance name. In the instance name, dollar and underscore are allowed. You cannot give select SQL Server @ These kind of symbols are not allowed in the instance name, guys. Up to 15 characters it will take. Cannot start with the numbers or special characters, dollar and underscore. Okay, right? And you cannot give any special characters other than dollar and underscore, right? So now tell me, guys, let me go to this. Is this a valid name or not? Let me give $SQL 2017. Tell me, guys, is it a valid name?
No, sir. No, sir.
Why?
Why? Because dollar is using to the starting in using middle.
So always instance name starts with a, okay, always instance name starts with a alpha, not this one. Yes, correct. Alphabets only, not numbers, not special characters. Okay, right? And let me give you this name. Tell me, guys, can I give this name or not? SQL Server 2017. Can I give this name?
No
No.
space.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Space.
Okay, very
Yes,
good. Space is also a special character, guys. It
Special
won't
character.
allow us. Okay, it won't allow us. Space is also a special character. Sir, you're saying wrong. I don't believe you, sir. Go to next, guys. Okay, there are validation errors on the page. Click OK to close this box. Okay, what it is saying? The specified instance name does not meet the instance naming rules.
తింటాను ఇంకా తిన్నా అప్పుడే
Please mute it, guys.
వేసేది అక్కడ
Please, guys. Okay, you can see here the specified instance name does not meet the instance naming rules for SQL Server. Okay, so it's not meeting the requirements, guys, naming requirements. And also this is how we have to give the name. So let's go with the default instance. So when you give the default instance, by default a folder will be created with MS SQL Server in your C drive. Guys, are we going too fast?
No, sir.
Is it fine?
Yes,
I need responses from everyone, not one or two. Please.
Yeah, it's fine.
Fine.
Okay, so named default instance, if you choose default instance, by default the name will be MS SQL Server, but again I'll explain about it, nothing to worry. Okay, so yes, tell me.
కొంచెం జస్ట్ స్లోగా చెప్తా.
Definitely, no issues. Okay, that's what every suggestion is very important. Okay, so no issues. If you feel fast, let me know. No issues, guys. right? Default instance I want to, why? Because installation we cannot cover in 2 hours. It will cross 2.5 hours. But again, I'm not hurry or worry. Okay, so we'll go slow only. Right, let me choose default instance. And guys, once you install default instance, can I install one more default instance in the same Windows
No,
machine?
sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Only one
No.
default
Only
instance.
one default instance permission.
Very good, very good. Guys, just give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. Okay. If the meeting is disconnected, I'll open again. Please don't go. Okay. I'll open the meeting again. Just give me 2 minutes.
अरे भैया मेल डेटा एरर थी और एक प्रोसीजर है एजेंट डेटा एसटीआर एजेंट डेटा मैनेजर डेटा, तो वो प्रोसीजर निकला नहीं है और वो सुबह मॉर्निंग 5 o'clock से चल रहा है। ऑटोमेटेड में एरर थी, इनसाइड ऐप में एरर है, वो दोनों तो मैंने सॉल्व करके दोबारा लगाए हैं, लेकिन उसके बाद अभी वो आगे नहीं बढ़ रहा है, तो क्वेरी बिल्डर का डेटा शेयर नहीं हो पाया है। मैंने मेल डाला है डीबीए टीम को ऑलरेडी, डीबीए टीम को ऑलरेडी मेल डाला हुआ, 2 मेल डाले हैं और अच्छा
Let me reconnect, guys. Please use the same link to join.